You know, I am getting kind of tired of having to come home from work and just make a Havoc Nerf video, but here we are again, everybody. It's currently October 27th, around 4 p.m. These came out around like 3 something, something around there, and we are here today talking about more Havoc Nerfs. Now, these are not very big. This is more tuning than anything. I would not really worry about this. This doesn't really change where we are in position with everything, but it does change our builds, I will say. But yeah, we're gonna go over them pretty quickly today. Not too much in terms of changes, but before we do, like the video, subscribe, comment. We're pushing up towards 10K. We're almost 3/4 of the way there now, which is incredibly exciting. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, become a channel member, links below. Anyways, let's get into it. So we scroll down here and Demon Hunter is right at the top. It's one of the bonuses of being here. But Demon Hide bonus to magic damage reduced to 3% was 4%. Now this is, again, a pretty minor change. This is less than a 1% nerf in single target and around a 1% nerf in AoE. Obviously in raid, a lot of our damage is going to be trinkets or toxic thorn boots or melees. So it's not a straight 1% nerf, although the rest is magic damage. So wouldn't really worry about that too much. It's not that big of a deal. The talent is still really strong. And this was a pretty nice way to nerf damage without really affecting all the builds. Outside of that though, Fel Barrage damage reduced by 6%. Now Fel Barrage was actually performing incredibly well on PTR, and this is going to reduce it by 6%, which is roughly a 1 to 2% nerf to AoE with that talent. Now I still think you do take that talent in most dungeons and most like large AoE scenarios or just big M+ packs. GT is also usable now if you want to use that, and Essence Break is probably a bit better or tyrannical or more low target count dungeons where you're not really pulling around Fel Barrage. But all 3 options are now going to be very, very viable with each other. They're going to be very close. I have a video coming out, I think next week, talking about different like Mythic Plus stuff and whatever. Now they're all close together. They're going to be even closer now. So that's really is just going to be a which of these nodes do you want to take? Fel Barrage, Essence Breaker, Glaive Tempest, and you know, still probably going to use Fel Barrage. It's just going to be a little bit worse than before. And finally, Shattered Destiny now requires 12 Fury spent per increase to demon form duration, was 10 Fury. So this actually used to be 6 seconds a long time ago. That's crazy. But it is now 6 Fury. Now it's 12 Fury. Cycle Shattered Destiny is dead. Well, not dead, but it's worse than the other builds now. This also puts No Mover a bit more behind than before. So honestly, I'm happy with this change. If we had nerfed the other things, then, you know, Cycle would just be ahead 100%. Obviously, maybe not in practice, but now AFI CD is just going to be ahead in most scenarios. Cycle is still fine if you want to play it. However, it probably won't be the best option, and No Mover is also probably still fine. I'll have some sims we'll go over after. And then finally, this is just a nice little buff for Vengeance. I don't have numbers on it, but it just, you know, you have a few talents that increase fire damage. It's a nice little bonus. So we hop over to some sims now, which I need to open. Give me one moment here. We hop over to sims now. We take a look at the top performing builds. So these are the 3 sims. This is our current left-right AFI CD sim. We're simming at 248K, and this is with Gaming Witherbark's Branch. If you guys don't know, Witherbark's Branch is a trinket that spawns orbs around you, and the orbs just kind of slowly go in towards you after that. It might not be realistic to do so in raid in practice. If that is the case, then you will just end up using Snake Trinket, and it's only like 1,000 DPS less. This uses sim at 249K. So this is a 0.5% nerf to this talent build, which is not bad at all. Still pretty good. Again, you know, if Branch is not viable, you can just use this, but realistically, not too big of a difference in the long run here. Moving on to Cycle. Cycle's pretty dead. Cycle was at 250 before, I believe, actually. With the nerfs to the trinkets, with the nerfs to Shattered Destiny itself, this is now a 1.6% nerf. So this is now 0.7% behind this version here of left-right AFI, yada, yada, yada. So it does put it behind. Definitely can still use it if you want. But again, this is assuming full uptime. Most of these fights are going to have ad cleave. Most of these fights are going to have not full uptime. This will not reflect in game. It will be lower than this. So 0.7%, 0.5% behind these two, depending on your uptime. But, you know, no longer our best build. Pretty much going to be dead if you care about max DPS. Speaking of that, No Mover. is now at 240. This used to be at 244. This is roughly the same nerf percentage as this one, so it's 1.4%, 1.6%. And this is now roughly 3% behind our top build, or a little bit less if you look at the snake one. So this sim definitely ended up the least good. No mover is definitely further behind now. It's still at 3%, so if you still hate the movement stuff and you don't think you can get the most damage out of them, then going no mover, 100% okay, very fine to do that. It's not really that big of a deal if you don't think you can get the most value out of these, so I wouldn't really worry, right? Like if you think no mover is going to be best for you, if you hate movement, still very playable. 3% is not a lot, but do keep in mind that this is also a cycle build which requires uptime. So in practice, something like this might be a bit better for you in the long run. But overall, not really too big of changes. I don't have AoE sims, but our AoE build was just this, and you drop Furious Gaze for Rage Fire, and then you drop Essence Break for Fel Barrage. We're still probably going to play Fel Barrage in most cases. You can swap that to Glaive Tempest, which is right here if you want. I can't look at it because, you know, I didn't select the talent, but whatever. And then Essence Break is still also going to be viable. So Mythic Plus, either this, or this, all gonna be very close, and it's not really going to matter too much in the long run. So overall, I don't think these tuning changes are going to be that big of a deal. Other things were nerfed as well. Outlaw's Tier Set was nerfed a bit. Shaman got nerfed as well. No range nerfs. Boomy and Mage, Frost Mage are both looking very good at Mythic Plus as well. So we'll see where that ends up in the meta, but Havoc is still probably a top 5, top 6 spec in the game. So I really wouldn't freak out about these. Obviously it sucks to read we got nerfed again, but these really are pretty minor. So hopefully I can get that out there to you guys, and you guys can, you know, not freak out too much about them. Obviously you can be a little upset about them, but still very good, still very playable, and Havoc is looking to be very strong this upcoming tier. Wouldn't be surprised to see another 1%er. I hope we don't. I will be sad if we do, but realistically still very fine. Also shout out to Marksmanship, who got a new tier set. Kind of strange to see a new tier set this late in the tuning process, but Marksmanship needed God, and I don't know if this is good or not, but hopefully they found something. But yeah, so that's gonna be the video today. Pretty minor stuff. Does kill cycle, which is great, but other than that, nothing really changing. So like the video, subscribe, comment. What do you think about these changes? Are you happy cycle's gone? Are you sad cycle's gone? Are you still gonna play it? And you know, I'm looking forward to next tier and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, join that, and become a channel member if you want to support me. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. A big thank you to all my channel members. Thank you to Andrew Keno, Payne, Latand, Period, Brad Wisniak, Zuligan, Oxclamation, It's Bulk, and Howley. Thank you all those people. You guys are great and appreciate the support you're giving me. If you want to support the channel and get a few cool perks in the meantime, click the link in the description. Brings you to a place where you can learn more about becoming a channel member. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.